After all that walking, we had a great Spanish feast with sangria, of course, and a little sweet treat to finish. A beautiful night. I've decided I'm going to do a little vlog of our weekend trip to Halifax, our Sunday Monday trip. It's my weekend. My weekends are Sunday and Monday. So we arrived in Halifax, Nova Scotia today. It's about a 2.5 hour drive from home. And it was a glorious 21 degrees and sunny today. We had an awesome day. Oops, sorry. I will be putting in some footage of what we were up to. It is now 5:30. Our time changed last night and it is dark. I'm on a beautiful terrace on the rooftop of our hotel, which I will be back up here tomorrow to have another little chat with you, I'm sure. But I wanted to come up and check it out. There's nobody up here, of course, because it's dark. It's November, but it's still 18 degrees. And wow, have we ever been lucky with the weather. And look at this almost full moon, and it's reflecting off of the harbor behind me. Yeah, it's been lovely so far. We caught up with a friend this afternoon, had a fabulous lunch at a Spanish restaurant. I'll have inputted some pictures in there too. Yeah, now I'm going to go back down to our room, open a bottle of wine and have a little sip and chill out and do some knitting while we decide what we're going to have for dinner. But quite frankly, we're still quite full from lunch. I will be back to talk to you again soon. Hello, I'm back. I made a tragic rookie vlogging error. I did not bring a tripod of any sort with me. So you are standing on a very handy picture rail, which might be a touch tall for me, but I thought I'd hop on and show you what I brought for my knitting for 2 days. I brought my Freddie Beach socks in the favorite bag. You all love this bag. So I showed you the full sock last episode, and I am down the leg and just working. I've just started working on the heel flap on this one. So that is in the works. And I brought a new sock design. I'm gonna flash it really quick. It's gonna be my first DK sock with a little mosaic slip stitch action happening. So that was my car driving today. My husband drove down so I could knit, so I had to rip a few things out. So I'm about an inch away from the heel flap on that one. What else is in my magic bag down here? I brought my, oh yes, this is a new cast on you haven't seen yet, and here we are, short circulars, and I'm dropping stitches all over the place as usual. Oh. I bought those cute little donut stitch stoppers. Oh no, I haven't showed you those yet. I got some cute little donut stitch stoppers from Full Moon Fibers in my order from them, and it's sitting waiting for me to podcast, so I don't want to use them. Okay. This is the Cargill Cowl by Rebecca of the Creabea podcast. She put out her first design, which was a fabulous sweater using this dip stitch design, and she has a cowl out right now that is a fundraiser. All the proceeds are going to a charity. Fistula, I can't remember. I will put it on the screen and I'll link it below. But I cast this on and some of my hand spun. The lighting isn't great. Time changed, I mentioned this earlier. The time changed last night, so we got an extra hour of sleep, which was great. but it is 6 o'clock and it is full dark. So I have that gorgeous cowl in my So Sweet Violet Rainbow Liberty bag. I forgot to show you, my DK sock is in my Fringe Field bag in this lovely yellow. So as I said, we're only here 2 days. In my Maple Moose, yes, Maple Moose Fibers doesn't make bags anymore. My Union Jack, this might be one of the first project bags I bought. This is, I'm doing 2 at a time, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes socks. This is in the Belfast Mini Mills specialty sock. I got this kind of charcoal gray and this periwinkle blue. So I'm working those 2 at a time on a long circular. With the button, I have a little clip showing you how I'm using the button on the 2 strands to keep it from tangling. So I will put that in the next podcast and kind of talk about that a little bit more. I've got that to work on. Last but not least is, I showed you these socks on the last podcast, the Foggy Brain socks using the Creative Knitter. So I had, did I have one finished? Can't remember. Anyway, I got one finished and I'm on the second. And I've turned the heel and done halfway down the foot on this once before and realized I had done the wrong heel. This one has a garter stitch border on it, and I had just done a regular slip stitch, so I had to rip back about 4 inches, which didn't make me overly happy, but then it came into knitting. So that's what I brought with me for my weekend. I'm hoping to get some out and about footage tomorrow in Halifax. There was some beautiful Adirondack chairs. I can see them from my hotel room out on a jetty. I'm hoping to get out there and get some knitting in public tomorrow. We want to get up to Citadel Hill tomorrow, so I will take you along on our travels. Happy Monday morning. I'm just getting ready to head out. We're just getting ready to head out for our day adventuring along the waterfront in Halifax. I'm going to take you along. Plans changed somewhat. Rain came in. Plan B, off the waterfront and up to Citadel Hill. Citadel Hill, or the Halifax Citadel, sits up top way high, so you get beautiful views around the city on all sides. It was manned by the British for hundreds of years, in the 1700s ending in the 1900s, when it became part of Parks Canada and a historic site. It's a definite must-see if you're visiting the Halifax area. It's raining. It's not supposed to be raining. Thursday, November 7th. We are in our last morning. We just woke up here in Halifax. My husband's gone down to the lobby for his coffee run, so I thought I'd hop on and say hello. I filmed a little bit of sunrise this morning. I'll probably input over my voice as I'm talking. We watched the sunrise from our bed this morning in our hotel room. It was lovely. So we're going to do a few things that we didn't get to do yesterday because it rained. It wasn't supposed to rain, so we didn't have any wet weather gear with us. So we were just feeling soggy and a bit, by about 1:30, so we just came back to the hotel room, had a quiet afternoon in the hotel, and then went out last night for dinner and a lovely walk. And I'll maybe put some pictures in here or some video while I'm talking of that. It's almost a full moon, so the water was sparkling with the moon overhead and it was clear. Oh, here comes the coffee run. I'm gonna say goodbye. We were going to take the ferry across to Dartmouth this morning because it's a great little way to see the harbor on both sides. But I don't know if you can see the chop on the water out there, and the ferries are struggling. So we have decided we are going to pass on the ferry ride this morning. But I'm up on this beautiful roof terrace this morning. We've kind of found there's a bit of wind noise, but we're gonna find a little sheltered corner. I'm just gonna have a sit and a knit for a few minutes, and then we're gonna go find some breakfast. These lights are actually a super fun art installation portraying a night out in Halifax. One bent over double feeling the worst effects of alcohol, one overly concerned, and the other one turning around to ignore and leave. And then I had to find the knitting statue. This is a collection of statues that honors the volunteers, mostly women and children, during wartime. And of course I had to have a little knit with her. This was our last stop before we headed home.